here we have up there the big red Rhododendron Thompsonii. This is the best it's ever been. Normally as the flowers start to come out we get tremendous gales or frosts that destroy the flowers, but this year we've enjoyed them for the last week or 10 days or even more. Below that you can see Rhododendron pachysanthum, and then round here on the path Rhododendron elegantulum with these lovely frilly pink flowers, and it's got really nice foliage. You can see how we remove all the lower branches so it doesn't become a bush right down to the ground, so that we can open up the space underneath it. All this space we can use for planting. There's all sorts of trilliums that will come through. That's a carpet of dicentra. But as we come past the beautiful Rhododendron elegantulum to the area I want to speak about, where the pines that I show in this week's bulb log, where the small pine down, the lower pine down there, was a bush right down to the ground. And just like we've raised the rhododendrons, we decided with some trepidation, it was a problem thought, because we really liked it. It was a lovely dome of green pine all the way to the ground. But sometimes you have to destroy something to create something. So what we've done is, by destroying the lovely dome, making it a little shrub, we've turned it into something more like a little tree where you can see the trunk. And indeed, it's just doing exactly the same as we did with the bigger one on the top of the wall a few years ago. We opened up all this space around here. That tree came up and used all that space around there. And just the same now, we've opened up around the small one. We've opened up all this space around here. And of course, when you open up space, I get excited because we've got a new environment. What can we grow under here in this shelter? So some of the plants we've tried. Down here, of course, the lovely dwarf Phalaenopsis. 2 different species. This is a really nice small one. Here with the Dicentra cucularia leaves here. The taller Phalaenopsis there. Phalaenopsis orientalis. Let me focus up on that. There we go. Nice flowers. And these are really nice plants. So hopefully, I'm hoping I might get seed of those, and they'll seed around as well. But if you look around the base here, here's Trillium, hibbersonii, that I planted out. I'd raised pots of seedlings from the seed frames. And all around this side, I'm wanting Trillium hibbersonii. There you can see it there. Here you can see the new growth coming on the Phalaenopsis there. 2 nice growths. It's going to form new rosettes. And all around here, Trillium hibbersonii. Lots of them there. There's another one coming through. Slightly deeper pink flower. There's another. And there they are, all dotted around there. So along this side, going to have hibbersonii, and we'll extend it along all the way along this side and out onto the wall. We don't really want that. When you see a weed, if you don't like it, one of those, don't walk past it, think I'll get it later. Get it now. Anyhow, back to the other side, we've got Trillium rivale along that wall. So let's just walk back round the path. But my plan is all the way down the sloping face of this wall, between the stones, where I've forced leaf litter in the gaps to make good planting soil, I'm going to get Trillium rivale. And a few years ago, when we did raised the bigger of the pipes, I planted a pot of seedlings of Trillium rivale out, and indeed this is the pot. And we've gone on and we're letting them self-seed. So down here is the self-seedlings. The bigger leaves here, these are the seedlings. They'll be a year or 2 years, some of them maybe. And then the smaller leaves are last year's seeds germinating. So really quite a congested lump. I'll maybe lift and split and move some of those. But you can see, look, they're already cascading down the wall, self-seeding in the leaf litter, settling in the ledges and the gaps where they'll be able to grow a bit bigger leaves. Look, so some new ones from this year's and then last year's. And all the way down here's bigger leaves, so we'll get flowers here soon. And the plan is that now we can continue that down and get a few growing underneath the other small pine. And just mimic that. So we go up there past a lovely Primula marginata. This was one of the forms we got from the late Hans Holler. Really good plantsman. Narcissus cyclaminius in here. But here's Dicentra cuculari, a pink punk, a small plant from that I've moved in. But the variation you'll get from seed, you can get different plants. You get ones like that with the markings. Some are quite pale. Here's a really deep coloured one there. And so that's the plan, is to get them coming all the way down. Here we have Erythronium sibericum coming up here. This is the Krylovi, one that's now Krylovi. And just all along this bed is opening up again. We've got, of course, Erythronium revolutums. There's a little Paris here. Here's some more Trillium hibbersonii. Here, the rest of the hibbersonii, as you can see, over that side, and rivales down this side. So there's all sorts more to come. There's fritillarias there. There's another Paris stem there. Erythronium americanums. So that's the plan for this bed here, is to utilise that. And as I say, when you destroy something as beautiful as this little pine was, as its full little dome all the way to the ground, but you destroy one thing and you create another, so this really opens up the opportunity, both the ground underneath, and now we can see more of the wall again. So that's my plan. And oh good heavens, on cue the sun's breaking out. Very brief gap in the clouds. There, it's gone again. That's how brief we could see the sun in this weather. So just round how the bed sits in the garden, the Narcissus bulbicodium self-seeding up there, and this lovely bank of rhododendrons with the bed in front, colchicum leaves, and a magnificent yellow hellebore in the background.